rapid-fire between these fighters. No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Was that a good decision? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Recovers from burnout. Gets the jump in. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. They break things off to take a quick breather. Pepper Snap adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Are we going to see some fireworks here? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening, they decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Going in? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They're backed up into the corner. Jumps in. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Are we gonna see a comeback? What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like uses their drive gauge. Yes, so the low kick hits. And eats it. SBK hits. Dash. Block anticipated that throw. This can lead to some big damage. What now? Slick overshot Kento there to call them out. Forward rush. Toss up. It's denied. Sees the overhead coming. Adds a bit of OD spice there. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. A jump in? Oh, they switch sides. Oh, combo! Let's go! Overhead, but it won't work! With the solar plexus strike! One pairs of burnout! No hesitation or regret! Hits him with that NSF dummy! Perfect damage calculation! No doubt about it! Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while! They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1. Fight.
Medium kick. Saw that coming. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Did well to get the buff in there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Goes for the drive rush there. So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Squeezes the gauge. Experiencing burnout. Solid. Smart choice to use that attack to do chip damage and get the KO to take the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Gets the combo. Spinning bird kick. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Regis looking to impress with this sweeper. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Blocks the overhead. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Checks with a medium. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Player one needs to take advantage of this cage system. Hazatsu! Jumps! SBK hits! Getting it all on the drive round! More fuel to the fire! Cook them up! Player one is a what a finish! Player two is a force to be...
Round one. Fight.
Where hits the drive! Buffs up! Got their eye on the air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Next up, these two fighters are perfectly synced. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Player two chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Gets a risky buff in. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Medium kick hits. A quick breather. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Rattles them with a spinning perch, ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They are not playing around here. Shakes things up, drive rush to keep it going. Lightning kicks. Flatline zone. Player two.
Round one. Fight.
Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Pokes with a medium kick. Feeling out the spacing. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Spinning bird kick. They just make nice counter. Sends a clear message with that counter. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Reaches out with the lightning kick. Going in. Still slugging it out at this range. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Drops them hard. Oh, here we go. A real test of nerves here. Checking with the fireball. Willing to the projectile hit. Fantastic positioning on show during that round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Oh, the throw connects. The overhead denied. Connects with medium kick. Gets carried to the corner. Wow, reads the counterattack. Ooh, you never know what gets... There's a burnout. Turning it right up with the super. Just smothering them with balls to rain on their parade. This kind of violence is a beautiful thing. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. Just what they were after. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Round one. Fight.
Time to get down. Sees the overhead coming. Spinning bird kick. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Strings it all together. Taking stock. Staves off the cross-up. Spot on blocking. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Throws out the fireball to check him. Still in a bind, but escapes the throw. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? All right, what's coming up next? The attack is parried. Shoots off a fireball up close. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Life League adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Where is their opening? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Takes a trip. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Player 2 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this. Burnout activates. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Shoots off a fireball up close. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. They're at the center of the stage. Brushes that off and keeps going. Serenity Stream. Uses the target combo and pries them open with a Shoryuken. Jumps. What'll happen here? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Connect with medium kick. Links it! All in with the rush! Super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you! The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. Taking no prisoners. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. They trade hits. And now, okay, we're in the early stages of the round. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames, making for a potentially high return. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player 2 creates a good corner. What a finish. Great meat in the life gauge there. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
They block the overhead and burns the drive gauge. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Connect with me, experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Going in? Hits up the counter. This KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Medium kick hits. Goes into the stance. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Just smothering them with blows to rain on their parade. This kind of violence is a beautiful thing. Player 2 can't forward rush. Oh, they switch sides. Reads the throw and escapes. Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of the overhead denied. Amazing. There's a burnout. And whips. They're wide open. With the solar plexus strike. Nails it. Close range projectile. Dangerous range here. A jump? Player one, all in with a rush! Lynching! No hesitation or regret! Hits him with that NSF dummy! Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it! Player one!
Round one. Fight.
With medium poke, uses their drive gauge! Gets drilled with an overdrive Shoryuken! Gets a risky buff in! You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Solid blocking. Some fine spacing and timing. Sticks the combo. Holds out with the block. The jump-in is denied. Heading into the end game now, it's getting KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Dashes forward. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. They just said, get that jump-in out of here. Uses the gauge for a super art. Yo, are they actually dead? And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Round one. Fight.
We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Player one with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Sticks the combo. Impacts are no-go. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much. Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Medium kick hits. Got their eye on the air. They just said, get that jump-in out of here. Overdrive a Shoryuken for more damage. Experiencing burnout. Uses the gauge for a super art. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.